Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Weather with Jonathan here, back again with another daily weather forecast. I hope all of you guys are having a great day out there, staying safe, enjoying your warm weather across the country. And in this video, we are going to be going over a massive severe weather outbreak to take place in the central portions of the U.S. and the potential for a subtropical low to also cause even more severe weather. And we are also still keeping an eye on the tropics because they still have something to keep an eye on. And I will go over that later. So, starting off with our current weather, because we can't just jump straight into what's happening, we have to first go over what's happening around the U.S. So, let's take a look at our current satellite imagery. You can see right now that we have a subtropical low, and actually there's actually two subtropical lows, one over Louisiana or Orange, Texas, and another actually over the Gulf of Mexico, and these are going to be coming on shore, and these are going to be causing some severe weather this week across portions of the Florida Panhandles back through Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, that areas. Then we also have this system working its way into the west that is going to be causing our severe weather over here, over here, over here. I mean, it's insane. So we're going to get a lot of severe weather with this system. So that's what we got to jump into. Well, guess what? I'm going to go over this first because it's more of our main topic of the video. But you can see, so you can probably notice one thing, that dew points are going to be starting to kind of rise over here. And if you see little dots of like higher dew points, that's where storms are interacting with higher dew points. You can have dew points 50s, maybe even upper 50s, so that it's going to support thunderstorm development. And I've seen these increase a little bit. I'll be honest, I have. So I really think these storms are going to be a little stronger than anticipated. And you know what I've also seen increase? I've also seen the dew points increase for this area. And look at this. This is definitely concerning because they have more dew points to work with, which means that there will be more warm air advection. And guess what? Dew points just increase. And really, where all those storms are going to be are mainly going to be located across the mid-Mississippi River Valley region. And right here is where we could have the potential for some significant severe weather. And I'll be honest, I think we could get a severe risk for just about this entire portion of the Atlantic region because there is enough dew points and there's enough instability for some storms to work with. So we got to be keeping an eye on that. So let's also just take a look at how much energy we have with this. Now listen, the storms over here in like Nebraska, Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, they don't really have any energy to work with at all. What I want to keep you guys to keep an eye on is right here in the Central Plains because they have a lot of energy to work with. In fact, they have CAPE values of 2,000 to about 2,500 joules in the highest spots. And down in southern Texas, we could be seeing CAPE values of 3,000 joules. Now, luckily, storms are not going to fire off as far south as there, so you guys don't really have much to worry about. You could get some rain and maybe even some thunderstorms, but nothing really be anticipated to be severe. And guess what? Any storm that pops off is going to have some sort of wind shear, which is going to support a favorable environment for tornadoes. Our wind shear is mainly about 40 to, I'd say, about 50, 55 knots. So there's enough shear for tornadoes, moderate shear for tornadoes. Also the same for our storms in the mid-Mississippi River Valley region. Now, the GFS model is really not showing a bunch of wind shear for these storms, but they do have enough wind shear. They have actually quite a bit of wind shear, actually. So we really got to pay attention to that. So now let's go ahead and track out our storms that are going to be hitting the central or U.S. or the plains. As you can see, this is tomorrow, Wednesday, April 12th. You can see there we're gonna have those some supercells actually start firing off down in the deep south because of our subtropical low. And these do also have the potential for some tornadoes. So I just want you guys to pay attention there in the deep south. But anyways, these are gonna be pretty strong storms, and you're gonna probably see supercells develop in eastern Colorado and Texas and in Kansas and those areas around 2 p.m. And these are gonna quickly move into a more of a favorable environment, and these are gonna eventually become capable of some pretty large hail. Now listen, hail isn't the main threat, but they will also become more of a damaging wind threat as they move later into the evening hours and the overnight hours. For Friday, it's kind of hard to predict because in the morning or in the evening, sorry, it looks like we're gonna have kind of a squall line, and then overnight, it kind of looks like we're also gonna have another round of severe weather. So, unfortunately, I don't have all the data for timing this out, but I will tomorrow. So be sure to stay tuned in for that. And also, yes, of course, when I mentioned severe weather in the plains, there's going to be a severe risk. And also in the deep south, there is a severe risk. Now, listen, I'll be totally honest with you guys. I really don't think this marginal risk up here and like that is from Texas all the way through Nebraska for tomorrow. I don't really think this is going to get upgraded. It has a possibility, but I don't think it is. And then this one down here in the deep south and the southeast, I think that does have room for an upgrade to a slight risk. So just be aware. And then this is for Friday. We have a slight risk actually, and this is across back through northern Texas and back through southern Kansas. And guess what? If we look at our probabilistic outlook, you can see we have a SIG severe, which is probably for hail. So we have some very large hail possible. And then for Saturday, we also have that severe risk for the Ohio River valleys and the mid-Mississippi River valleys, ranging from southern Illinois back through northeastern Louisiana. And these storms also have the capability of all hazards, including tornadoes, damaging winds, and hail. So now let's just give you guys an update on our atmospheric river, because I know some of you guys probably live in the West Coast, and you guys are probably in for a rainy season because this is through the farthest I can go out in the models, 400 hours out. It is raining a ton. Okay, now listen, this is combined all the storms. So if I were to estimate how much all this rain would be from each storm, I'd say it's about 3 inches for some places. It would be either 3 inches or less for you guys in that circle. And even California could get in on some pretty decent rainfall, but it's going to start shifting more to the Pacific Northwest as our jet stream continues to shift. And let's also just keep an eye on the tropics. And listen, I'm just going to say you guys can see multiple low pressure centers popping up in the Atlantic, and they're looking like some tropical systems. Now, listen, I will bet you guys $1,000,000 that none of this actually happens, but I think we do definitely have the possibility of maybe even one tropical storm, because the models just keep trending towards this, but then it just keeps like showing the day after. It just keeps showing like, oh yeah, no more tropical systems for that same day. So we're very uncertain about this, but we do not necessarily think this is going to start happening until about May. So thank you guys for coming and watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for the support, and I will see you in my next video. And I think I will do another hypothetical hurricane season if I have enough time to do it. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated on when I do that.